Welcome back to my channel Motor Masters USA. The Ford Mustang Fox Body is not just a car, it is a statement. It represents a time when American performance was fighting to survive, when horsepower was restricted, fuel economy ruled the industry, and muscle cars were on the edge of extinction. Yet somehow, against all odds, the Fox Body Mustang not only survived, but became one of the most important performance cars in history. The Fox Body Mustang was produced from 1979 to 1993, making it one of the longest-running Mustang generations ever. During those 14 years, it evolved from a modest, fuel-conscious coupe into a full-blown street and drag racing legend. It saved the Mustang name and laid the foundation for everything that came after it. In the late 1970s, Ford was under immense pressure. The oil crisis had changed consumer priorities, emissions regulations strangled engine performance, and insurance companies punished high-horsepower vehicles. Muscle cars were disappearing fast. Ford needed a new approach. The answer was the Fox platform, a lightweight rear-wheel drive chassis designed to be flexible, affordable, and efficient. It was never originally intended to create a legend, but that is exactly what it did. When the 1979 Mustang debuted, it looked completely different from the classic Mustangs of the 1960s. It was boxy, sharp-edged, and modern for its time. Some enthusiasts were skeptical, but the Fox Body brought something extremely important to the table. It was lighter, simpler, and still rear-wheel drive. That decision alone would later define its success. Early Fox Body Mustangs were not particularly powerful. Engine options included a 2.3-liter inline, 4, a 2.8-liter V6, and small V8 that were heavily restricted by emissions equipment. Horsepower numbers were low, sometimes barely crossing 100 horsepower. At this stage, the Fox Body was more about practicality than performance, but Ford was listening to enthusiasts, and change was coming. The design of the Fox Body Mustang played a major role in its identity. It was offered in three main body styles: the Coupe, also known as the Notchback, the Hatchback, which became the most popular, and the Convertible, which brought classic Mustang appeal back into the lineup. The Notchback was lighter and more rigid, making it a favorite among drag racers. The Hatchback offered aggressive looks and practicality, while the Convertible appealed to those who wanted open-air cruising with V8 power. Throughout the years, the Fox Body's appearance evolved. Early models featured 4 headlights and chrome trim. Later versions adopted a cleaner, more aerodynamic look. In 1987, the Mustang received a major refresh with flush-mounted headlights, revised body panels, and a more aggressive stance. This 1987 to 1993 design is often considered the most iconic Fox Body look. The real turning point came in 1982 when Ford brought back a legendary name, the 5.0. The 5.0-liter V8 marked the return of real performance to the Mustang lineup. Over the years, the engine continued to improve, benefiting from better tuning, fuel injection, and improved airflow. By the late 1980s, the 5.0 high-output engine was producing around 225 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque, numbers that were extremely competitive for the era. Paired with a 5-speed manual transmission, the Fox Body Mustang became fast, loud, and thrilling to drive. 0 to 60 times dropped into the mid-5-second range, and quarter-mile times made it a serious threat on the street and at the drag strip. It was affordable performance, and people took notice. The Fox platform itself was simple but effective. The front suspension used MacPherson struts, while the rear featured a solid axle with control arms. This setup was not perfect for handling, but it was strong, durable, and incredibly easy to modify. For drag racing, it was nearly ideal. For street performance, it offered a raw and mechanical driving experience that modern cars simply cannot replicate. Ford offered multiple trims that became legends in their own right. The Mustang GT was the most recognizable, featuring bold styling, fog lights, sport suspension, and V8 power. The LX5.0, on the other hand, was lighter and more subtle. It lacked the aggressive bodywork of the GT, but that made it faster in straight-line racing. As a result, the LX5.0 became a favorite among racers and remains highly sought after today. In 1993, Ford released the ultimate Fox Body, the SVT Cobra. Developed by Ford's special vehicle team, the Cobra featured upgraded cylinder heads, improved intake components, better brakes, revised suspension, and unique styling details. It produced more power than the standard 5.0 and was built in limited numbers. The 1993 Cobra marked the end of the Fox Body era and is now one of the most valuable Mustangs of its generation. Beyond factory trims, the Fox Body truly earned its reputation in motorsports and street culture. It became a dominant force in drag racing thanks to its lightweight chassis and strong V8 engines. Parts were cheap, engines were easy to work on, and the aftermarket, it exploded with performance upgrades. From local drag strips to illegal street races, the Fox Body Mustang became a symbol of speed and intimidation. One of the biggest reasons for the Fox Body's success was its modifiability. The engine bay offered plenty of room, the drivetrain could handle serious power, and nearly every component could be upgraded. Enthusiasts added camshafts, intake manifolds, exhaust systems, superchargers, turbochargers, and nitrous oxide systems. Today, it is not uncommon to see Fox Bodies producing 600, 800, or even over 1,000 horsepower. The Fox Body Mustang also played a major role in shaping car culture during the 1980s and 1990s. It appeared in movies, magazines, and video games. It was the car you raced, the car you modified, and the car you dreamed of owning. It was loud, imperfect, and brutally honest. There were no driver assists, no electronic safety nets, just the driver, the engine, and the road. As the years passed, the Fox Body began to disappear from the streets. Many were raced hard, modified heavily, or simply worn out. Clean, unmodified examples became rare. Today, the Fox Body is experiencing a major resurgence in popularity. Values are climbing, restorations are becoming more common, and younger enthusiasts are discovering why this car mattered so much. The Fox Body Mustang is not perfect. The interior plastics were cheap, handling was never its strongest point, and build quality could be inconsistent. But none of that matters. What matters is what the Fox Body represents. It represents survival. It represents accessibility. It represents a time when performance was raw and mechanical, not filtered through computers and software. The Fox Body saved the Mustang name and carried it into the modern era. Without it, the Mustang might not exist today. Its legacy lives on in every modern performance Mustang, in every drag strip pass, and in every enthusiast who turns a wrench on a V8-powered car. The Ford Mustang Fox Body is not just a chapter in automotive history, it is one of the most important American performance cars ever built, and its legend continues to grow with every passing year.